This is a political construct. This has nothing to do with black lives. It's an ideology. It's a dangerous, hateful, destructive ideology. And it is a very anti-police ideology.
Pigs in the blanket, fry like bacon! Pigs in the blanket, fry like bacon!
These are purveyors of hate toward the American police officer.
Our city is taking our streets back. Your badges no longer scare us. Our city is behind us. Hey, Baltimore!
This is now being presented as the symbol of the new civil rights struggle. Compassion for criminals. We've gone from Rosa Parks, who was an icon in the civil rights struggle, Emmett Till, Dr. Martin Luther King, and others. We've gone from that to Mike Brown, to Eric Garner, to Freddie Gray, to Sandra Bland. Those are icons in the civil rights struggle? No, those are criminals engaged in behavior that contributed toward what happened to them at the end. That's what bothers me more, is that, wait a minute. No, we've come a long way in the civil rights struggle. There was a time, and it wasn't that long ago, it was difficult for blacks to vote. There's an ugly chapter in this country. We don't have that anymore. What can we do to keep this going, this civil rights struggle, as a political construct? So now you got to resort to criminals. And I say, man, how did we fall this far this fast? From Rosa Parks to Mike Brown. The only way you know about this movement or what they claim is happening is through the media. The media knows better. This stuff has all been debunked. That we kill more young black males in police interactions than any other race. It's not even close. It's not even close. If it were close, I'd say, well, it's a coin flip. By a 2-to-1 margin, more white males are killed in police interactions than black males. 2-to-1. It's not even close. The media's role really should be responsible reporting. Look at the data, look at the research, and say, hey, they're making this claim, but it's all emotion. I understand it's the emotion out of these things. But here's what the research shows. They won't print that, and they won't tell that side.
I'm either a supporter or someone who doesn't support them. I simply report on Black Lives Matter.
Do you condemn the anti-police rhetoric coming from this hateful ideology?
As a journalist sitting here on television, I don't have to condemn anyone, anything. That is something that you can ask other people around the country.
I condemn
their jobs to condemn
just
that.
Like I condemn the hateful ideology out of groups like the KKK. All right? I condemn it. This has fueled and fanned the flames of this anger toward the American police officer. There's only one group in America, one time, that truly cares about the lives of black people in these urban ghettos. And it's the American police officer who goes down there on a daily basis, puts their life on the line to protect who? Black people. And I've been all across this country talking to cops. I say cops, I'm old school. I'm a cop. I'm a career cop, as I tell people. I'm a career cop. They're beleaguered right now. We didn't get into this to die, but we volunteered and we're willing to make that sacrifice. That's why I call it the ultimate sacrifice. We're willing to do that to make our community safer. However, we got to know it's worth it. These men and women are leaving behind spouses, children, siblings, parents, and they want to know, hey, this was worth it. So when I see what's going on today, and I go to the Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Wall in Washington, D.C., I stand in the middle of that plaza, and I say to myself, what must they be thinking? 20,000 names of law enforcement officers killed in line of duty. And I'd say, what must they be thinking with all this stuff going on now? This constant slamming of the police, defaming us, mischaracterizing us, slandering us. If you lost a sibling, if you lost a spouse, if you lost a son or daughter killed in a line of duty as a cop, what must you be thinking? Their sacrifice was in vain. I know cops. Cops are good people. Are we perfect? Not by any stretch of the imagination. Are law enforcement agencies perfect? Not even close. Being imperfect is part of the human condition. You know what I expect from my people? I send them out every day, and they know it. Excellence, not perfection. Excellence. And from law enforcement officers all across this country, we get excellence.
Hopefully, our next president will be the kind of leader who sets an example of respect for those who protect and serve in uniform, and who admires them as much as I do. For Frontlines on NRA News, I'm Oliver North.